Alright, so let's see whether or not we are live. And we are live. It says receiving your content. So, alright, first of all, to really start with this is, yeah, a little while ago, really not too long ago, I actually, and right now they're still online. I did some streams about modifying an RTL SDR dongle to have direct sampling. It's actually just some random parts called ridiculous RTL SDR dongle, and actually I really called it like that because they are using a completely different tuner as I ever had. So usually the dongles I usually have, they look like that without this direct sampling board I have on here, but really they look like that, but usually what we find inside of here, just without this heatsink I put on there, is this piece here, you know, this PCB. Yeah, with the normal R820 T20 tuner, I guess. That's what it says. Yeah, probably. Yeah, they're super easy to modify for direct sampling. Of course, in order to have it working relatively well, you watch a circuit here. I can show you that under the microscope later as well. Yeah, just some surface mount parts. There are also like 3 through-hole parts on the, yeah, actually that's the back side. So on this side here, which you can't see right now anymore because it's glued together, but yeah, and usually it's really a straightforward process. You just need to have such a circuit. You can really use whatever one you really want to use. So all it really needs is a filter in order to prevent you from having, you know, any aliasing issues with the ADC, and it also needs an amplifier, and this amplifier has to have a higher output impedance in order to, you know, drive the ADC at a good impedance. Alright, so yeah, usually if you have the circuit, all you gotta do is you just go to this via hole here that is, where is it? It's right here, really. There's right next to the RTL 2832. There are 2 via holes, and the one that is on the edge of the board, you can still see light shining through the other one, because it's not tinned just yet. I also, to test this circuit out here, I used this one. And you really just gotta stick it in there, and you can go against ground, and you're pretty much done. Just select the Q branch as input in your SDR software, and, you know, everything will be just fine. You're done. It works perfectly well, and I've been doing this like quite some times now. Alright, but then what then actually happened is I came across this dongle here, which I'm going to open up like just right now. Let's do that. And yeah, we just have German chat here going on once again. Oh, yeah. I didn't post that. Okay. I actually wanted to post the stream, or maybe just doesn't want to post, into the English RTL SDR Facebook group, but it just sucks. Come on, you piece of shit. Okay, let's, yeah, refresh this page real quick. Might actually work then. Or it's just not doing anything. Yeah, I guess my connection sucks. Yeah, it does. It does. Holy crap. The fuck is that, man? Yeah. Yeah, guys, that is German LTE connection. I gotta tell you, that really sucks. Wow. Yeah. Okay, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's quite a pain, the connection here. Like, really, it just sucks. Alright, now it works. Now it works. There we go. Alright, so I shared it now. Connection seems to become stable again, so where is the telephone? Oh, skelephone is this. Alright, so yeah, this one, I'm going to open this one up real quick. Hopefully the connection is going to stay okay here. Alright, it's not so easy to open this up anymore now where it has the glued together modification. Now I can also get this out of the USB here. Alright, let's open you up. Maybe we need a screwdriver. Alright, let's see. Can't be that hard. Alright. Come on. Wow. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, you can see the board. Yeah, I've been also doing some. Come on here. Stay comfortably. Well, doesn't really want to. Okay, fuck you. Yeah, so I've been also adding some capacitors here in order to actually, get rid of all the fuzzy ripple voltage, because this thing really, it didn't have any electrolytics or whatsoever, so yeah, that's not quite great. Alright, so then you can see the wire here that goes right onto this cap here, because on those FC0012 dongles, it's really, yeah, quite the difference there. Because there you can see, like, there's no via hole here. Okay, now you can see it anyway, but there's no via hole or whatsoever that leads directly to the Q branch. Also, what I actually found out in one of the last streams about that, with those you can't simply go on a branch, because even though they're both not open, the tuner is actually going to short those lines out. So you can like add a ridiculously strong signal there and it's going to slightly appear. So what I actually did is, because in SDR mode we're not really going to use the or need the I data anyway, so I completely removed the data line between the I branch output of the tuner to the I branch input of the RTL2832 by actually just removing one cap, and then instead of the cap I sticked my wire here. Alright, so now what we could do, or what we can do, I can show you that real quick. That works so far so good. Alright, that plugs in. And now we can, yeah, add the antenna input of the circuit. I mean, we can stick an antenna here if my cable's long enough, which I'm not sure about. Yeah, okay, it is. If I get the dongle away from here. Let's stick this in here. Okay, we now have some cable connected. And yeah. Okay, I can show you the screen right here. So if I now actually hit play here with the I branch selected as input, it should work, which it doesn't do, because we also, in order to actually do the impedance transformation without any kind of transformers, we need a higher voltage to drive this thing. So what I simply did is added an external battery because that's better anyway in terms of yeah, noise. Alright, so that's why we needed to do that anyway. Okay, so let's see. I plugged the antenna in, I plugged the power source in, and for some reason it still doesn't work. Even though it did. Okay, come on. What's wrong with that? Okay, I have no idea. It really worked, like I tested it out and behaved absolutely fine. Oh, that's not the case anymore. Yeah, is my antenna connected though? That will be the next thing. Let's see. Maybe it's my shortwave outdoor antenna. Yeah, which it might not be. And let's see. It seems to be actually. I don't know. Alright, this is definitely connected. Oh. Okay, something is wrong here. Got to tell you that. I mean, that really worked before. So what I can also do is I can measure the battery real quick. Let's see. Yeah, but there's no way it could. I mean, I didn't charge it, yeah, but still, I mean, this can't be a thing here. Let's see. I actually thought this was going to be a pretty quick stream. What? 2 volts? Are you serious? That's ridiculous. Why are there just 2 volts on the battery? Okay. So this, if this didn't get shorted out here, which caused the voltage to drop, I mean this was not charged anyway, as I already told you, but still. Let's see. Yeah, I should actually be able to plug this thing in directly as well, but I'm not going to do this here. So we're just going to add noise. Alright, so it's my phone, there it is. Let's see. Yeah, so that's a bit weird. I mean, yeah, this battery was completely discharged, but still, it should have done anything, right? Let's see. I see the problem. So, yeah, what's also the thing here for those FC0012 dongles, so other than that you need a charged battery, of course, is, yeah, first of all, in order to start in quadrature sampling, which we don't want to do here, but we need to do this real quick, you need to enter a frequency that is above, like, 22 megahertz. Then you start in quadrature sampling. Then you have to enable, or do we have to enable that? No, we just had to set the RF gain all the way up. And then we had to enable direct sampling, I branch, hit play. Whoa! Okay, now we can see some carriers, even though the battery's not connected. I guess that's, holy crap. Yeah, they actually depend on the sample rate here from the resampler, so I don't know what's about with that, but you can see now there are some carriers appearing here. So let's actually connect the battery and then this should work, alright? Like man, there was so much happening here the last time, so I'm also not quite feeling so glad today, but yeah, I'm still doing the stream. So sorry if I might actually, yeah, alright. Alright. The heck? I mean, yeah, something changed when I connected the battery, but that's still not really looking as it's supposed to. What the heck? Yeah. I don't know. I still think something's wrong with my antenna here. Jeez. Man, come off, piece of shit. Okay, so let's just use a piece of wire instead of my antenna. Which of course is not going to get in there. Oh, man. So. Nope, also not going to do anything. Something else is still wrong here. And I don't know what's wrong here. Like really. Man. Something is wrong here. I had that working, like really. And it all worked so far absolutely fine. There was just one problem that I didn't even show you just yet because I have not been at this point. Okay, we have 9 volts now at the battery, so that should totally do it. Even though that's not quite enough, that should totally do it. But it doesn't. And that's what I'm wondering about. Why don't you work? Let's see. Let's try a Q branch, but I know. Yeah, Q branch is just giving me huge DC offset. I don't know, guys. I don't know. That worked. Absolutely did. But now it doesn't. I really don't know what's up with that. I don't know. Let's see. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Holy crap. Something. Yeah, if I touch the coil on the circuit, yeah, then we can. Then signals are appearing. So, what's up with that? It seems like my circuit is. Yeah, okay, there we have this all. What the heck? Yeah, I guess the potentiometer, or the VR pretty much, that's how it is in circuit right now. Yeah, the VR is done. You have to press on it, and then it works. Alright, now it works. Now the VR is basically attached, so it has some not so great contact. Okay, but now it works, you can see it, we have signals here. This is all medium wave. Yeah, so far, so good, of course. But what now happens is if we also connect an antenna to the normal input, at those FC0012 dongles, what's going to happen is, so just to show you that, so here you can see it. If I actually add an antenna, you can see, boom, direct sampling disappeared. So then we are getting all kinds of shit in there because the tuner is still active on those dongles because there's no way it's getting disabled. So yeah, I really tried everything software wise, and it's just always there. So you can try to kind of address it, but the PLL doesn't really make a usable frequency anymore, but then yeah, it's still going to add some slight noise. Alright, so I already still had this in the package, and I already still wanted to send it to the guy who basically wanted that, But then he told me that he has a super strong FM transmitting tower right next to his house, like 600 meters or something. So then we decided that that might not be such a great idea. So what I want to do now is, for this dongle, since I tried it again and there's really no way, what I want to do is, I actually want to get rid of the tuner function completely. So I actually thought about just unsoldering it, but I don't know whether or not that's such a great idea, because it might be necessary for the dongle to get recognized. I'm not sure about that, but this could be the thing. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I just want to, first of all, try to rip the, now I ripped my, as I got the glue off here, I ripped my, little connection to there as well. That was, why did I even put glue on there if I didn't remove the flux? So that was kind of dumb as well. But I just want to remove this other cap, and I'm actually going to show you real quick under the microscope what I've been doing here so far in order to get it to the state where it, kind of worked as far as you could see it, like right now. Alright, so, let's see. Put some light here. Where is it? There it is. Alright. Oh, don't fall down, microscope. That's not really healthy for you. Don't fall down. Alright. So, let's see. Put it all together and connect this here. Which should be right now. Let's see. And that's looking good. Yeah, that's looking good. Alright. Okay. So we have some image now. Let's see. Is this too far or too close? Not sure. Man, now there's a freaking shadow on here. God damn it. Really doesn't want to work the way I want it to work. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, there you can see the capacitors I've added here in order to make this thing better. There's another cap. Yes, we move up here. Yeah, there you can see it. So there actually, you can see I removed the capacitor. Let's see. Alright. Okay, let's zoom in here. Alright. Man, like, the light totally sucks. Yeah, that's doing it. That is doing it, I guess. Alright, so you can see I actually removed this cap here. So this one right here. That's removed. Yeah, like there are also some 2 empty pads above there, but that's not where I've been working on. So I've been working on those 2 caps. So one of them is the actual Q branch. That's the left one that is still on there, and the other one is the I branch. So what I'm going to try in the next step is removing that Q branch cap as well, And then I want to see whether or not we still have any kind of effect when we're connecting an antenna to the actual input of the tuner. All right, so that's kind of what I want to see, because I don't know how much traces really go there and what they all do. Like right now, of course, we can find that out, right? So I'm going to put my normal soldering iron here real quick, even though that's not really so great for this kind of job, but I mean, since we really want to just remove a cap, we can use that. Alright. And then I want to see, yeah, how that all does, whether or not that works. So yeah, so far, you can definitely do it, and like there are quite some people out there who claim like direct sampling, well, that totally sucks, get an up converter, direct sampling is not going to do it. But actually, direct sampling can be a great thing, and it has some advantages about yeah, traditional mixing, I guess you could say. Yeah, just because you're not at all adding extra mixing noise. I mean, even though with like mixing, having the conversion, you can add filtering and stuff easily. So yeah, I guess both things or both ways do have their advantages and their disadvantages. So yeah, it's really not necessarily better or worse. So, you know, it really just depends on how you do it, whether or not you do it good, or if you're just like sticking some 50 ohms in, or 75 ohms in, 75 ohms out, television balloon in there that's not even made for like shortwave and stuff frequencies, and as in low noise amplifier, and you know, without any serious filtering or whatsoever, we're just getting images from pretty much everything, FM and stuff, and you know, yeah, that's just totally not going to do it, and that's what like quite some people try. So that's why I actually developed the circuit. I can show you real quick while my soldering iron is heating up. So okay, that's a bit close, I guess. Yeah, so I have to elevate the microscope a little bit. I'm just going to. Alright. So there we go. Oops. And now you can see it. Yeah, so that is the actual circuit. So as you can see, really just some passives, a BFR 938 transistor, that is a 6 GHz wideband transistor, where the DC current gain is really equivalent to the RF gain, especially on those frequencies. And really, the noise of this thing is so low, that's absolutely amazing. So if you're ever building really RF input amplifiers, you can totally use this transistor here. That's an absolutely great transistor, and I really love it to do like this kind of stuff. So just some passives. This is a inductor here just as a filter, so that's the input bandpass in order to prevent this thing from having any aliasing with the ADC clock here, or with the the sample rate at all. And then yeah, we also have a, where is it? There is a diode just against reverse polarity. Yeah, you don't need it like necessarily, but I did put it there like to blocking caps or to prevent the diode from adding noise. And yeah, it's really quite a simple circuit. I mean, there are, you know, like 3 through-hole parts or something on the other side of the board, but that's really nothing special. So yeah, I don't know. Did I do a schematic of that? I'm not sure. If anyone is interested, just let me know, of course. Yeah, I can do a schematic of that. So let's see whether or not the not great soldering iron can get this cap off, which it probably does. And it does. Come on, capacitor. You can sit somewhere here. Alright. So as you can now see, they are both ripped off. Alright, there you can clearly see it. Now there's no capacitor or whatsoever. And now if I plug this thing in, which I'm going to do, like, first of all I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Like, okay, so this is of course the upper sides, or both upper sides are of course going right into the tuner here, and those sides, they go into the ADC. Alright, so both downsides of this thing should now be the I and the Q input. So let's see. Okay, I'm set to I now. A little bit of DC on there. Alright, and if I just, you know, really do it like that, I add noise here. Let's see, I switch to Q branch. Alright, more DC offset here. And if I go here, doesn't do anything. Okay, that's weird. Okay. So as it seems, this was not the Q branch, because I'm set to Q branch and it doesn't add noise. But if I'm switching to I branch, it does. Huh. Okay, now that's interesting, because I thought that I found that out last time differently. But let's still see whether or not we still can add noise here, which doesn't seem to be the case. Like from the actual antenna input of this thing, this does not seem to add noise anymore. But I'm not totally sure about that. Like, I really just stick the screwdriver in there, which is not really the scientific way. So let's see. Okay, some random wire, and there's absolutely nothing, I guess. Let's see. Oh. Okay, the dongle crashed. What's up with that? Alright, we're back there. And absolutely nothing. Still. So let's plug the circuit back in and see how it behaves. Okay. Plug the circuit in. Or first of all, external antenna. Battery, where are you? There's the battery to this thing. Let's plug the battery in. And nothing, probably. Oh, alright. Yeah, man. That's of course not going to work. I have to stick my wire to the Q, or not the Q, the I branch input back. Otherwise, this is not going to do anything, of course. And I actually should have known that. Alright, so let's do that real quick. Yeah, just, you know, that wire here is of course, supposed to sit back on here. So I'm really just going to straightly do that. Okay, let's see. So, okay, come on. So which one? Yeah, I guess the right one was the eye branch, if I remember that right. Holy crap. I felt like this wire was longer, but it's... Man, why is this so short now? Fuck. That's really hard to work with. Holy crap. Was that ever so short? Okay, now it's gotten longer. Alright. So that's soldered back on. Just like that, as you can see, or as you can slightly tell that something is soldered on there. Okay, so let's plug it back into USB. USB. Okay, it recognizes it. It's great. Antenna. And... whoa, no. Antenna, alright, and the battery. Everything is hooked up. Let's hit play. Yeah, it seems to work. So far so good, I'd say. That really seems to work. Alright. We have signals here, as you can see. Everything is looking relatively good so far. Yeah. Okay. So that cap, whatever it really does, not quite sure. Maybe it's just a second connection. I mean, we can still try whether or not there's any way this thing still works in normal mode now, which I highly don't suppose, but you never know. Because it doesn't really seem to be the Q wrench, even though that's what I totally thought. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be the case. Alright. Yeah, well then, it's looking good, I'd say. Yeah, so let's try that out real quick. Disconnected. Connected to the normal input. Yeah, and it's really doing absolutely no noise being added here whatsoever, so that works quite nice. I mean, I highly don't think that normal mode is working here anymore, but maybe it does. Whoa. Guess what? Guess what normal mode has to say in FM? Normal mode says, I still work. Now that's something, so maybe those two caps do belong to, yeah, the I branch, which for the SDR mode is absolutely not necessary, because this really seems to still work. I mean, really, that works just fine, I guess. Let's see, like 27 megahertz. Okay, it's behaving a little bit weird, but that might be just the way this dongle behaves at those frequencies. Let's see, 27. I'm going to send a carrier out to CB radio real quick, and we will see what's going to happen with that. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, that totally appears there. It really nicely appears there, and it has quite some weirdness to it because it's overloading. So that seems to work. Normal mode does still work. And here we have weirdness. Yeah, it's definitely a worse tuner. Okay, so it might still kind of rely on the actual I branch because it really behaves weird. Let's see what happens if I disable offset tuning. Okay, that really doesn't change anything. Yeah, so not sure about that because there's, let's see, correct IQ, not changing anything. So yeah, it does still work, but I think that you should totally not rely on what you see here. Alright, so that's just with that being said. Okay, so yeah, so far so good. So what I could now maybe do is to actually make the normal input to work for higher frequencies. So I could actually make that for like, because I have an input filter that goes like to 15 megahertz in order to prevent from any kind of aliasing. So I could actually just add a little capacitor from the normal input to the output of the filter, which is the input of the impedance transforming amplifier or low noise amplifier. And by doing that, the normal input could be used for other frequencies. So for like frequencies between 15 and 30 megahertz. So yeah, I could do that. I mean, since the tuner is not really distorting into there anymore, this could work out, I guess. But yeah, I don't really have to do this on stream. I'm going to play a bit around with that, and then yeah, we will see. But I think I'll probably not do that because then it will also need another filter, and like you can, yeah, that's not really necessary at all. So I'm just going to get that back together, and it is done so far. I mean, yeah, the potentiometer or the VR, it's a potentiometer, but in the circuit it acts as a VR. So yeah, it's kind of done. Maybe, or probably because I packed it in, and yeah, it was probably already not so great, but now it is yeah, even worse. Alright, so yeah, that's it for that stream. I hope you learned something from it, how to make direct sampling on RTL SDR dongles properly. And then this can work quite great. So I can tell you that, really. I've been using this quite a lot. And I've also built up converters and, you know, had different tests. So it's just as good as up converting, or in some cases even better. You know, so it really depends. All right, but if you do it right and good and consider impedances, then that's really not a problem. So yeah, that's all I have to say for that. So yeah, usually it's just this via here that goes right to the Q branch, as I just showed you. That's really simplest thing there. Yeah, you can quite go on there, do this. Works for all, or probably all R820 dongles. At least I haven't seen another one though. Like, even though this one I just showed you is an R820T2. There was an older R20T version, and that older version actually also was on the exact same board. So it's really just a slight update to the tuner here. So they didn't even have to redesign the PCB or anything. All right. So also something quite important you should always do is add this denoising, I guess you could say, capacitor here. Yeah, just a really low ESR RF anti-distortion capacitor on the actual 1.2 volt rail, because this rail is basically what drives your ADC voltage, and if that's got some ripple to it, yeah, it just adds noise, so you don't want that. So that's why I actually, yeah, kind of tell you to put a capacitor there. Alright, so that's it for that stream. Thank you for watching. I'm going to delete the other streams where I found all this stuff out real quick, so if you want to watch them, do it right now.